What's up, friends? This is Jazz bringing you another episode of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team, the one we finished last time. Well, we saw Zatu again and found out there's a thief going on at the Kecleon shop. So I believe our main goal is to catch the thief in this episode. So that is exactly what we'll do. I mean, I don't know if we'll do it first, but so far I gotta think this is part 18 of this, part 18 of this Let's Play, so it's not an overly long one. I've had a lot longer ones, but hey, so far this is the furthest I've gotten in this game. I mean, with a Let's Play. Ah, jeez. Well, yeah, this is not going to be annoying at all. Which I hate those traps. I mean, I don't want to jinx myself, but at least we don't have any monster houses yet. Gosh, that is so damn annoying. Yeah, and sorry for the cursing, but hey, I have to make it non-child friendly somehow. And obviously it is not meant for kids, even though it's a game that is meant for kids. And again, I just don't want to be in the whole Kappa situation. I mean, yes, I sound like a child, and it seems like I act like one to a degree, but I'm not. I'm an adult female that is very childish. Okay, yeah, that does sound wrong, doesn't it? Thank God we're so high leveled, because that would have killed us, that Silver Wind. I don't know why, I don't know, last time we were talking about the starters, the original starter trio, and honestly, I don't know in general who my favorite starter of all time is. I mean, now that I think about it, I know you guys are going to kill me, especially the ones that are Gen 1ers, but honestly, I don't really think it's any of the original three. I mean, I like Blastoise okay. I mean, I chose him in this Let's Play, but I don't know, he just seemed right. I mean, let me think. What was I going to say? I'm really just trying to think who my favorite would be. I mean, I don't know, honestly. I mean, if I could choose Eevee, I think he was kind of starter in a few games that would be Eevee out of all of them. But, and no, Pikachu is not it. I mean, I guess I do like Cyndaquil, okay? I like Cyndaquil alright. But at this point, I'm unsure. I've played, I mean, I guess Sobble was also okay too. I don't know why, but he just seemed more kind of like me in a way. It's kind of hard to explain. Both Sobble and who else? Sobble and Popplio kind of remind me of myself a little bit. For example, how Popplio has been known to only show its true sadness to those he trusts, like his negative emotions. Where he's happy in front of people all the time. And I do appear, okay, I mean, I guess I do seem very bubbly and cheerful a lot of the time, but unless I really trust someone, I don't really show real sad, negative emotions around people. it's kind of hard to explain. I don't really show my true self. I mean, I'm not a bad person at all. If you see me like bubbly, I'm not faking it. It's just, it seems like it's what is it? A reflex in a way, where if I'm around someone that I don't trust enough, I won't really show my true like down moods. Like my aunt, I know and trust her a lot. So if I ever argue in that with my aunt, like actually for me it's more, what is it? For me it's more that I don't show my sassy, like argumentative side unless I really trust the person. Like I really come off as completely pleasant to strangers, and I'm not saying that I'm like a manipulator or anything, and that it's just a reflex. Like I feel more if I feel uncomfortable or if something really irks me, that I feel that I know that those that I really trust, like my family, aren't going to hate me. I mean, okay. I know there's always a straw. Oh, okay, cool. We got Spinner Rat. We've been having quite a bit of luck with recruiting Pokemon lately. So, we'll name him, I think Rack or Arachnia. Or Rakai, that's, okay, I couldn't really remember, but I know it was Rack something. But anyway, I mean, like, you know how it's like when you can feel that you can let go when you're comfortable with someone? That's kind of how it is with me. I seem very completely pleasant to those who don't know me well, right? Like when I'm at work, I am very, very compliant. Like I never usually object. I mean, if I'm very uncomfortable, like if I have a lot of anxiety, I'll just say no thank you, and they usually don't push me. Right? They know that my anxiety is high, so they tread very lightly with me. Now, I mean, I know some of you might say, well, Jazz, you are very smart, right? Why are you getting this special treatment? Right? Like, you're able to talk, you're able to articulate your feelings, what's the best way to put it? You don't seem like you have any problems, right? Then why are they allowing you to do things like as for me, like to be by myself or listen to my videos, like at work, right? And some of you, a lot of my close friends know I have high anxiety and high resistance to change, right? And that's it. And a lot of you who are old to the channel know that I work in a place those with special needs, so it's more adaptable. But even then, with my functionality, right, you would think, well, why do you need this adaptations, right? Well, everyone has different problems. Not even those with non-disabilities have their own, baggage is the right word. Not everyone, maybe not everyone, but to something, right? And for me, I may be very academically intelligent. Like, well, that's what I've been told. Anyway, I'm very smart. But emotionally, that is the issue. I have a lot of problems emotionally, and I know, yes, it's not so appropriate bringing this up, right? I understand that, but I just feel like sometimes it's a good way to let go, right? And some of you may not still understand that, but you know what? I'm alright with that. I mean, as long as those who matter at least try to understand. And I know it is hard to understand when you are not suffering from the same problem, whatever. And that is understandable. Like, for example, someone, for example, who had never had a broken leg cannot understand how it would feel if you had a cast on and couldn't scratch an itch, or you had to wear like or something in the shower, to protect the cast and everything. I've never been through that particularly, not that I remember. Maybe as a child, but I wasn't old enough to remember. But I mean, that's just an example. So for example, those who have never been through the anxiety I've been through, like for example, a good way to put my anxiety is that it's often pain triggered. So if, let's say, as my very close YouTube subscribers know, I have irritable bowel syndrome, which can cause a lot of things. I'm not getting TMI into it, but you know what I mean, the gist of it. But it can also be very painful. Like, you constantly have the feeling, like the warning that you have to use, the bad pain, right? Imagine having that almost all the time. I said almost all the time. I've been doing better, right, with it. And it can be caused by several factors. The food I eat, stress, like anxiety stress, which is, I think, the big issue, the big thing for me, is that. I think that is the main trigger of it. So, another big trigger is that even though I am hard of hearing, I still hear things. Like, it's a funny way to say it. My biggest problem is that I can't really make it out, but I can still hear the noise of it. So, and the thing is, for some reason, my mind won't let me just ignore things, right? So if I was sitting in the room with the rest of the workers there, or clients, if they were having conversations among one another, I can hear it all. And my mind is just naturally doesn't tune it out. So my mind is trying to process everything unintentionally, of course, of what's going on. Like whether a staff was talking to one of the clients talking amongst themselves, maybe music is on in the background. All that I hear. And that causes, when I can't process it, I have a slower time processing and I'm getting things. I understand I'm very smart, but it takes me time. So imagine me, not completely getting, since I can't hear it well enough, I can't quite process it. So imagine having all this noise in the background that triggers my IBS symptoms. And when they trigger and I'm in pain, I am almost non-reasonable. I cannot be reasoned with. I'm just so thinking, this pain needs to go. Where am I comfortable? This is, it's literally, I'm inconsolable. Almost inconsolable. Depends on how bad it is. So I go from pretty much being extremely high functioning to almost, non-verbal. This is wrong for me to say. Even then, I do not have the issues that those who are legitimately cannot use their voice. But I literally, in my mind, I'm frozen. Right? I can barely pay attention. I can't pay attention to the point of not talking. So, it can be really bad. That'd be crippling, debilitating. Those are the true right words for how I feel during those times. And they're finally, I think even my aunt is finally starting to get it. She barely argues with me anymore about it. If I can't get into work, I can't get in. If I'm in that much pain, right? And I am really trying now, though, to get in with the modifications that they've made for me. I mean, for now, anyway, for the next month or so, anyway. Just, all their goal is for me just to get in there. Even till 12, I'm getting in there. That's their main focus, where I can spend a little bit of time, a couple days a week, out of the house. And get used to having people around me. And, as I said, I am intelligent. I know I can understand what people say. But my ability to cope is very low. With pain is very low. So I'm slowly learning how to accept changes, adapt if something goes wrong, which is a good thing, which are still skills to learn, right? It isn't always academics and that. Yeah, there's life skills that I still do need to work on too. And one of them is coping with changes. Like, or at least learn to, like, for example, I know that when I go to work, I'm allowed, there are 2 rooms I could go into if I needed some time alone, away from all that noise, right? I can go into there, I have my headphones with videos on it, or my iPhone and my other phone. I have 2 different phones that I can listen to YouTube or something with, and I've gone over that with them. I'm allowed. I'm not watching the videos necessarily. It's me having it on while I do something else, like if they gave me something else. So it's this more that I can tune out the noise of everyone else, but I can pinpoint focus on what I'm listening to. So I don't have to overly focus, like I can ignore with that as an assistant, I can tune them out and not try to have to process everything. And that has helped tremendously. As long as I haven't had a bad start to the morning, I'm usually okay. And it's funny how I may seem so different in these videos, but as I said, you'd have to be a fly on the wall to see what I actually do go through. I've been doing better. I have still missed days, like I've missed last Tuesday, but I got in today, which is Friday, and I'm slowly working on trying. Hopefully next Tuesday will be a good start for Tuesdays for me. And actually, as Kathy said, last Tuesday was sort of her fault too. She pretty much even said, oh, this Tuesday was my fault. But I gave her that maybe it was 25% my fault too. Like, I was ready and I would have went, right? But she also didn't want to get out of bed. And I said I could have encouraged her more. Right? Yeah, I can't spell that right, but I'm trying to go, I don't know what I'm doing correctly with that name. Probably should have named it Hiss, though. That would have been better. But as I said, my aunt is at a point where she loves, just like me, she loves to sleep. Like, when she can, and during the morning, you know what? I'm learning to listen, too. Like how I told her she doesn't always listen, like at a point where I said I try to explain something and she doesn't get it. Well, and she doesn't even seem to try to listen. I sometimes struggle with that too, so I did that today. She said to me last week, after Tuesday, that she needs a little bit of time to wake up, right? If I wake her right before I want to go, she'll be saying just a few more minutes, right? Just 10 more minutes, right? And she's not even really awake. She's not functioning. So I kind of relate that to myself, how I feel. Like when I'm in pain and I can't function. So today I woke her up maybe 15 to 14 after 8 o'clock, which I leave at 8:30, a little bit later. So I woke her up and gave her that time, and I gave her 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, and I still had time in that, and she got out. She got up. So I listened to her, how she started to listen to me when I explained when I'm in pain, I can't control it. And which is good practice for me. She gave me that compromise. Well, how about you wake me up at this time, right? Instead of right before we're going to go. That way I have those few minutes to be lazy. And it worked. It actually worked. So maybe we both need to kind of learn to listen more to each other's suggestions. Because then it would work out better in the long haul. It was a little bit, but it was very minimum stress this morning, which was a good start to my day, except for I gained 2 pounds. Oh well, I'm not going to go and get into that, though. As I said, it was probably my fault, so that's all I'm saying. But then again, I am 143, which I used to be 181 about a year and a half ago. So I still lost like 39 and I originally lost over 40 pounds. So, I still think I did very well. As I just need to I said to my aunt, let's once a week sit down and make a meal plan. For we have an idea, and I can cut down on the bread and learn to kind of compromise with those things. We're getting so darn close to the end of this cave. Oh, jeez, thank God. I mean, I suppose my patience is not that good. Yeah, I know. But keep in mind that... I mean, I guess you are seeing what I'm going through, actually, with this dungeon. I think in later dungeons I do shorten it a little bit. But you should just how I actually feel playing through this dungeon. Through these dungeons. It's fun, I do enjoy them, but they're so long. And the fact that I'm playing this, yes guys, I'm playing this on an emulator, because it can speed up and all that. So, but it still has, even emulators have their problems, right? They can be very, they can freeze and that, it's so annoying. But I mean, hey, in the end it's worth it. And I mean, as I said, once I finish this, I'm gonna be so relieved. Because this is actually one of my favorite, as I said, DS GBA games. I really do enjoy it. I mean, I definitely think Explorers of Sky and Time of Darkness do have a lot more, strong story to it. But this is, well, this, like I said, maybe I'll talk about it a little bit later if I ever do a list on the topic. But, yeah, actually, I've been trying to think of more lists to do. It was a long time since I did one. And I have an idea, but, for crying out loud. Oh, come on! Dude! At least... Well, we can at least get one of them. Do we have another heal seed? Dang it. Gosh dang it. Well, at least one of them is okay. Oh wow, I wasted a heal seed. Yay, Jazz! Gosh darn it, I could have used that later. I could have used that later. Die! I don't want to deal with poison and its stupid HP lowering effects. Speaking of, I am so glad that in later generations they've removed the death portion of it. I mean, I meant it out of Sada battle. Going after foes. We're getting all of them ready because we're going to be able to battle here with I believe it's Latios. So let's go and take care of the thief. Yep. You know, you could really explain yourself, dude. I mean, we all know that it is for a good reason. Okay, I know, some of you may not, but... Okay. Bye. I'm so overpowered here. It's so funny. See, you could if you had just explained this before saying you have to fight me first. Gosh, we would have been more sympathetic, and you wouldn't have been too injured to say it. I swear, he'd be on a list of some of the dumbest criminals in history. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. Yeah, Sam, thank you. So glad you... But I suppose he really was doubtful whether we were really... like the bad Pokemon we were, but if only he'd given us complete listening ear during that whole fugitive scene. Yeah, his little sister is stuck in Pitfall Valley, and I guess it's very dangerous. Like it never will return again. So it's hard. You don't think without assistance, once you're stuck there, you won't get out. And Latios was trying to reach her to get to her, but I guess he needed certain TMs. He didn't have the means. Oh, this was our fault. Well, that makes us even shittier. Oh. Smart as always, Alakazam. Yeah. Maybe we don't want to go there and see what's going on then. If so much time has passed, lack of food, water. Maybe we don't want to see what's down there after all. Oh yeah, the one we used to get to. What is it? The one we used to get to there. So anyway, guys, I think I'm going to end this episode. If you enjoyed this episode, give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel and like what you see, please subscribe. It helps this channel a lot. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you'll know when new videos are coming out. And I will see you guys in my next video.